And 1, 2. Waiting for Twitch to register me as online. Come on, Twitch. There we go. Finally. Hi, welcome in, everyone. Just sending out the self-promotion messages and tweets. All right. We got small index to start. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, let's raise the bar. Let's just wait for some people to funnel in. And OBS to settle the hell down. How are you tonight, Chadox? How are you tonight, chat? What you guys up to? Ara is the same spelled backwards? Yeah! Yeah, it's one of them, they're palindromes. Let's get started. Where did we leave off? Right, we need $8,000. in 5 days. Oh my god, why? Well, at least I know there's a New Game Plus. I looked that up at least, if there's a New Game Plus. Or if you have to do it all in one playthrough. Shadox, what the hell? Good evening. Gil? Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days? Hi, Aarons! Welcome in. I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving so many days without notice. Oh, someone just let me know, I got an issue with Discord. User settings. I should be in live. Huh. Sorry, I got someone letting me know that my Discord isn't properly responding to me streaming. See, Jill? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Just disconnect and reconnect? Okay, let me quickly fix this up. Disconnect that. Reconnect. Ay ay ay. Sorry, give me a second, chat. Cause Discord, OBS, everything's deciding to just like have a fucking fit. It wouldn't be a proper VTuber stream if there wasn't some sort of scuff. Authorize. Discord causing chaos, never. Hi, British Imperial, welcome. Also, my blinking is desyncing, and it's making me look drunk as fuck when I have that option, you know, set to automatically synchronize. Oh my god, my eyes! What's wrong with my eyes? Blinking, what the hell? Hold on, let me, okay. Okay, no more drunk blinking. As you can clearly see, my eyes look like they were going fucking drunk. Okay, that's better. Oh, Kingdom Hearts Donald Duck for a oh. Oh. I'm not sure I can do that voice at all, DB. Yeah, no. I cannot do that without causing myself an asthma attack. You got another redeem request? Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess.
What? Are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are, or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Oh, yuck. When you walk away, you won't hear me say, please, don't leave.
That voice makes me feel gross. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried? Isn't that normal? Oh god, you paid for 10 minutes. Wait, what? It's for 10 minutes? Did I miss it as 10 minutes? Fuck.
When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine. Hey, boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place? Because it's yours. But I told you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. Gosh. But mostly because I thought you'd look totally cute with it.
I see.
Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours. It's just, preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it. But you know.
Oy, oy, oy. Phoebe, why did you do this to me?
All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best we can. Gosh, Sora. Yeah. So cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. I'll go to my office. Okay. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyways, let's start the day. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Bill. Glad to see you're fine. I need it. Thanks.
Okay, I gotta quickly give this person a voice.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll, you heard her. It's alright, I'll wait. That's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that.
Let me know when my 10 minutes is up, please.
What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. Here. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh, they never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yup, that's me. Dana has talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Hi, Phoebe! I'm sorry, I'm talking like Goofy right now because someone decided to redeem a voice change for 10 minutes. And gosh, I might not be doing it justice, but yeah. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now, where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks? Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Wake me up inside. I can't get up. Save me! Tsunayoshi, Kiwi do wanna call Ray. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks.
Oh, the saxophone in this song is godly! Holy shit!
Although it takes a bit of time to set it up, it apparently is a proven effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? The young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla, any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry. Oh, nothing, don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was
Yay, I'm clear!
The closest thing to a recent complaint was the whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago.
so much saliva.
I wouldn't get my hopes up though. Especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible.
Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else?
Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right?
Oh yeah, the suplex.
Get me one of those, please.
Sure.
Gibby? Why must you do this to me? Don't do that again.
Here. The registry form said this was an accident while making the pile driver.
You can ask the creator of the drink just over there.
Ah, so you're Robert?
Yes, that's my... Yeah. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only.
Jill called you Gil, though.
It's Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil.
Huh, I see.
Sorry, Brian, I was sorting some stuff in the office. Please come in.
I'll be right there.
Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although,
Yeah?
if you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me?
Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders, a top-notch bartender.
Thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me,
I'm pretty surprised you haven't met him before.
I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk.
Ah, I see.
I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Gia, was it? Miss Stella, what a pleasure. Chat, what did we give her voice? What was her voice again? Oh yeah, it was obligatory cat. It was obligatory cat girl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just call me Stella and get me a big beer, please. Yeah?
Sure, on it. Yeah, 10 minutes of crunk would be easy. Are you sure you're fine?
You know Sig, right?
Of course, what's up with her?
She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during the whole affair and... Yeah.
Oh, right, that. So she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had. Yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier.
Oh no! Chat! Did Say die? Did Best Girl get hurt? No!
I mean, I could tell her everything would be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation?
Welcome in, Kuriyami!
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything at the very least. You'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough? I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I?
So, chat, tonight is gonna be a little shorter for the stream because I'm a little tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night thanks to, a couple of things. One, the air was not working properly, so it was like sitting in Sweat City. Two, there was a silverfish in my bed that woke me up. I thought it was a tickle at first. It was a fucking silverfish. And three, at around 4 in the morning, both my cats decided to start fighting on top of me and jumped across my soft bits. All of my soft bits. Yeah. Oh, posture check. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm sitting against a chair. Also, the stream will be shorter so I can work on some art after this. I feel you, Moon. I'm just letting everyone know, tonight's gonna be shorter so I can focus on resting up some more. Because I had a shit time trying to get to sleep last night. I hate silverfish.
There was a private eye here the other day.
I? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it? Yeah, maybe I'll want his services. What's his name? I believe it was Art Vondelay. Yeah, Kura, Okay, Moon, okay. Yeah, the Fluffballs decided to fight on top of me. They were both cuddled up against me just fine. And all of a sudden, they both decided to start fighting. Oh, that Art guy. I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope? I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me some answers about Say, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry. No, it's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical or useless or tasteless. I'm glad to know that you have that much common sense at least. All you can do is get drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet. That'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. So, I found out something, chat. There are secret drinks. I found out there are secret drinks in this fucking can. I want to look up one of their recipes really quick and see if it's sweet. Okay, a flaming Malai. Okay, this is sour and classy. First let's just make her that sweet drink that she's asking for. Let's make her a piano woman. Here. Thanks. It seems you really like Sai. I don't have brothers or sisters, so my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Sai's more than a friend to me. She's Sorry I brought that topic up at a bad time. Hydrate Redeem! Thank you! So, the only secret drink is called a Flaming Malai, and I'll show you how to make it because I looked it up after my next drink order. Violence? Why are we discussing the philosophy of violence? That's for Metal Gear. Please. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But would say I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. Sorry about the outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation.
Hello there.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Hi, Moon! So, sound alerts play a sound for the stream. Did they not go through? I can turn them up. I might get another sound. A louder sound for that. So, like, let me grab one of my sound alerts. Here's a sound alert.
Not.
They essentially play a sound that surprises me. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Gil, please service Miss Stella while I take my break.
Sure, leave it to me.
Really? It shouldn't be that drastic. Also, let me just, yeah. Also, this is only day 6. Day friggin' 6? I'm better. What would a kid like you know about that? I'm just giving you the facts as they are.
Not.
I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone?
Let's see. Detective guy comes in, Cat Boomer girl greets him, they start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentioned Zaibatsu Corp offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation.
I see. While I won't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but innocent, when you get down to it, it has the enhanced quality of life here.
Yeah, but if by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks, can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid.
True. I don't know, and true, I have a privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that the meddling of Zaibatsu Corp has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started making is... The AI integration program they started is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Oh, it goes until New Year's? Cool! Yes, but we also hold the AI Reformation program. Meaning that we're also the world's Lilum prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone, and ship it to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has proven to have formed many AIs. They don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Corp's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Corp's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here, we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey, you, don't just sit there. Give me a Zen star. Sure. What the fuck just happened? Did I just read a manifesto on classism? Oh, good night, Moon. Have a good night. Here. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits we've gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about the advances all I want, but in the end, there's still a luxury belonging only to a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. That doesn't take away the fact that there have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature, whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. Wrong voice! Ah! What? I need a moment, chat. Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Hi, CV Thrill. Welcome in. Hold on. Dad brought both cats into the room. What's up, babies? What's up, fur babies? Okay. Bye, babies. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. He only found one totally disfigures, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend, that much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see, thanks. Keep it up. Your face brightened a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, Say might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I think I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Just get me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. On it. So, chat. I'm gonna make a flaming melee really quick. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so you have to make 1 flaming melee. You don't even have to serve it, and you get a secret character to come along. Which is neat. I remember this one party I went to. The guy that came up with the name of this drink showed up. After people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. They didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you line up to slap him? Are you okay, Jill? I'm fine. Now that I think of it, did you find that girl you were looking for a week ago, Mr. Vondelay? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. Girl? Someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose, and she happened to be at the... What? I'm trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about with Sai is people. Why's that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And on the off chance that she has to defend herself well, I once saw her take care of a warbot go on haywire by herself. She didn't need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. Is she really that good? She's not only really physically fit, she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized. I forgot about all that. Say's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. And like I said, she's resourceful. She surely found a way out. I just hope she's well wherever the hell she is. She owes me an ice cream. You want another drink, Mr. Vondelay? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay then, I'll have a Piano Man. And you, Miss Stella? I'm fine, get his order. Here you are. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contact will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. I'll let you know if I find anything out anything else, Miss Hoshi? Please do. Right then. You've been generous today. He made my night with his discoveries on Sei's situation. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's it for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks, this place is soothing. I'll just go sit over there near the arcades.
Alright then. That would be all, Dana. Quite a mess, the situation with, Robert.
Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MI6 Hall C?
Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself.
Ah, Brian, fancy meeting you here. Chat, how are you guys doing tonight? You guys doing okay? I need a moment to breathe. Stretch? Okay, thank you, Death Reaper. Oh, that feels better. I cracked my back.
Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit?
Sure, no problem. Jill, we'll be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. This holophone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Jill. Say, you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone. Wouldn't you say it's more interesting that... It finally hung up. Whew, it's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. Oh god, is this calm until now? We meet again, bartender. I have arrived yet again at the, oh god, majestic hall of heroes. Guys, it's Don Droopy. You look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. You said as much last time you came in. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, dear Helio. We are all little toys winded by the cruel hand of fate. Just stumbling until it decides not to wind us anymore. And yet, you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. That's, I was jogging. Dressed like this? Dressed like that? I can jog however I want. Hi, welcome in, teeny tiny bird!
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Hey. Yes, you can. What can I get you?
Something fake.
Of course. Come know, right? It's gonna be a shorter one today because I'm still pretty tired from not getting much sleep last night. And I want to do some art tonight as well. Also, what the fuck does this guy want? He wants something fake? Okay, let's... For those of you who don't know, this asshat likes, ordering things that make no sense. Something fake, artificial, a drink minus the alcohol? Okay, let's look through this. Is this it? Is this the one? Because it says PG Show's favorite beer. Because it's like a beer you can drink on a PG show. Because it doesn't have any of the karmatrine in it, but it uses all the other ingredients. I think. Let's look through the rest of the thing. Okay, I've never served a frothy water, so I'm gonna serve a frothy water. Thank you, Sylvie!
Not.
It looks just like a beer! Look at that! Huh. Here. And this is totally not beer. Yes, just as fake as I want. Say, Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duties of curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes and keeps it clean for the people that visit the premises. But lately, my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits. You're going to break them. The nerve of some people. He still fails to realize I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. Is he telling me he works unofficially at a steampunk museum with this question mark fucking forehead and his entitlement and fucking fedora drinking asshole? This man is... Ah! I'm okay. I think he's the janitor. He's a great character. I'll believe you on that. Also, Sylvie, I found out about the flaming malai. The secret drink. Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize that too? Yeah. I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. I hate Mondays. I know. I learned about that today. I haven't served one yet, but you just have to mix one. Also, he wants purity? What? What? Hold on. My model's a little fucky. Let me, Oh, that's why. My camera was slowly turning. There, I'm not gonna be constantly squinting now. All fixed. I want purity. What the fuck? What the hell? If I want a hint, I can do my flaming malai? Don't spoil anything, but... What you mean? I'm not serving any wrong drinks here. I'm a good bartender. Is that what he wants? Can I serve a wrong drink? Can I serve the wrong drink without losing money? That much I need to know.
I must know. Tell me, Sylvie. Tell me now.
Please. Seriously, do I lose money for serving the wrong drink? won't be a wrong drink. Shadows! Daystar? There is no Daystar. And she even says, the thing even says, Zenstar, it's terrible. Okay, what the hell? Fuck it, I might just serve a flaming Malai. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. One, 1, 2, 3, 5. How is this pure? It's a drink. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Yes, beautiful. Hey, you, the guy over there.
Me?
Yes, you. Have we met before?
Can't remember. Maybe?
Yeah, I think... No. We haven't met ever at all. That's an interesting reaction. Ah, Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thanks. Huh? Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face. That eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. Did you just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for the day?
Yep, quite a few clients considering the whole situation.
Oh shit, that Virgilio guy. So you two actually met before?
Yeah, you could say that.
What? Gil stuff. Don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, they were mostly catching up, to be honest. I hadn't seen him in a while. I offered him a drink when we met last. I talked a bit about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, and I tried to explain the situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Oh. I was also tuning up the details for the new employee. New employee? A part-timer, you'll meet him tomorrow. Oh.
him, so it's a guy.
An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. Are we getting a femboy on the staff? Are we getting a femboy on the staff? And no, Dana is best girl. I suddenly have deja vu. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah. It must be nothing. Okay, so I have a quick question. For you, Sylvie, and anyone else that's played this. Remember that girl at the start of the game that kind of like glitched in, like an AI, and only we could see her, and then he showed up in the TV briefly? Does she show up more? Just a yes or no. Or am I seeing ghosts? Oh, cool! I bought something. I need some me time.
Use the bathroom.
Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I wanted to hear. It's time to read the augmented eye. Men prefer Christmas cakes, study reveals. For the longest time, the term Christmas cake referred to women aged 26 or above who are regarded as undesirable. Just like Christmas cake that ceases being useful after December 25th. Wow, what the fuck? But men are wrong. Glitch City developed Sweet Tooth. Who doesn't like a mature woman? Todd, 19, told the augmented eye. They have all the necessary experience already, and plus, I'm so tired of spoiled immature girls doing stupid shit. I say bring on the hot office ladies. Jill, 27, is confused. Christmas what? Is that like the opposite of beefcake? After discovering the real meaning, she launched into an hour-long rant. I'll let you know pencil skirts are the best. What? What? Huh. Okay, moving on. Posture check. I'm sitting up straight. Don't worry. AM Township 64. New waifu machine? Guys, we get a new waifu machine? Sukabound Soft just unveiled a new line of personal computers for the anime enthusiast market. This is after several attempts at appealing to a broader audience with the Uranus game console. Launch games have been announced as well. They include popular franchises like Monster Girl RPG, Monster Girlfriend, and Monster Companion. Chat, I need this. I need this. I need this system. I need these games. I need it! I have a thing for Monster Girls, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me! Don't... I haven't... Listen, I am a living anime girl. Of course I'm a weeb. You're so mean to me, Death Reaper. We're going for the weeb audience, said Kieran51. What's dignity anymore? The EKDV 186 gets historic update. Weapon enthusiasts are freaking out right now over a firmware update that Maquis Heavy Industries is releasing for its EKDV 186 line of assault rifles. Full compatibility with nano camo has been announced, allowing civilian models of this weapon to the use of nano camouflage. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. So these people can just put cloaking on their assault rifles and carry them around in public? What? Full compatibility with nano camo has been announced, allowing civilian models to use of nano camouflage and the option to customize their look for free with the help of the nano camo app. We've been using nano camo in the battlefield for a year now. Chairperson told the Augmented Eye during phone conversation, and thanks to its flexibility, we can now sneak past the enemies using the environment to our favor. Our equipment is basically invisible with nano camo. I am sorry, but what? This world is fucked up. This world is really fucked up. Good evening.
Ah, hello, Jill. And that cage?
I, brought my cat.
Your cat?
Did I hear Yasunori Kato was in the bar?
Bring me that bastard, I'll give him the fist of justice, I'll make him eat the
Kato earthquake. I'll borrow his cat. Wait, there are no evil onmyoji out here. Boss, what the fuck? Did you say you brought Kato to the bar? My cat. Cat. C-A-T. Well, that's even better. Hey, Floor. So cute. Why did you bring him? I heard some apartments in my building were being raided. I don't have anything suspicious, but you never know. So I'd rather have him here, at least today. Ah, well, I'd say something about the health regulations, but you already had a pack of corgis here. Do you want me to take care of him in my office, please? Sure, but he's a bit shy, so... Alright, Foray, let's go to my office. And I think she didn't hear me. Say, Gil, how do you always come so early?
I live close by.
Really? Yep, Chief got me a small apartment nearby. Something about the BTC housing program. Oh yeah, I got mine through that too. Anyways, let's start.
Not.
That's never gonna get old! Thank you! I need to remove that one? Why? Why should I remove nut? Why should I remove nut? Huh? Give me a good reason. I mean, no one's activated the bit donation sound effects. It's because I don't expect it. Right for abuse. I mean, when people see a wife or a husbando, gotta hit that nut button. Time to mix drinks and save lives. Chat. Chat? Did we really just get a talking corgi?
Yo, what's that? Lady, did you hear me?
A dog. Another dog.
Hey, I'm not just another dog. I came here as a part-timer.
So you're the part-timer.
Yeah.
Boss, I'm taking my break. It's too early. Shit. The part-timer is here. Huh? He came early. Why a dog? Why? Because look at him! He has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses! And he's a Shiba, not a Corgi! I don't know what you're complaining about. They all look the same to me. Yeah, I thought it was a Corgi too! I thought it was a Corgi! Granted, Shibas can be seen as a Japanese counterpart to Corgis. They're both funny looking and dogs used by the royalty. Anyways, starting today, this dog will help around here.
My name is...
It doesn't matter what your name is. Boss, please don't shout. Sorry. Just call him Rad Shiba. Why Rad Shiba? What part of the Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses don't you get? He's the raddest thing here.
Thanks.
Anyways, he will most certainly help getting orders, bringing clients in, and cleaning. But he ought to know how things work.
Cleaning? That'd be a change of pace.
He'll act like a client and see how you work. Right. What can I get you?
I'll have a grizzly temple. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a couple of post-traumatic flashbacks. Coming right up. Yeah, that's kind of the voice I was going for, Frank. Here.
Wow, this is awful. People actually pay for this shit?
Hard to believe, I know. So, what brings a dog like you to taking a part-time job here?
I'm here to help the funding of my organization.
Are you with the Safe Air Toy Company?
What? No, don't lump me in with those hoarding supremacists. I have a more noble and benign organization. I belong to the CIRA.
No love for Yes? What? Shadox, what are you talking about? CIRA?
Canine Independent Rescue Association. We give a place where dogs can be dogs and save them from themselves. CIRA is what I love, but damn is it expensive sometimes. We decided to take part-time jobs to help fund anything it needs. We want to help CIRA be the best it can be.
What do you do at CIRA?
Pay treatment for hurt dogs, give food to the hungry ones, play with the bored ones. We're there for everyone.
Huh, that actually sounds nice.
Say, do you have a menu?
Something like that, yeah, here.
Now, let's see here. Any recommendations?
Avoid the part with the promo drinks.
Oh, the Grizzly Temple is one of those. Fluffy Dream, I like the sound of this one.
Coming right up. Fluffy Dream.
Well, this one's nice.
So, why did you pick a bar?
It seemed fun. I didn't need that many weird skills to be part of this, so it was my best bet. Besides, it's close to home, so I can get here by walking. And I do love me some walks. I could walk all day. I love going on walks. I'm a dog. I'm a talking dog, and I love going on walks.
Weird skills?
Yeah, stuff like food handler certificate, previous work experience, or thumbs. Why did you pick a bar?
On a whim, too, I guess. I wanted a place where I could see people come and go all the time. And bartending sounded a bit more glamorous than just being a store clerk.
Oh yeah, about the way you mix stuff.
Yeah?
Is it... Hey. It's a cat! A cat!
Hey, Foray, weren't you in the boss's office?
Hello, cat. Wanna play? Let's play.
Didn't dogs hate cats or something?
We don't hate them unless they're intruders.
Huh.
You said his name was Foray. Hello, Foray. Let's play.
No playing allowed, you'll make a mess. Foray, go back to boss's office.
Ow. That's one obedient cat.
My pride. You want something else?
Yeah, but I'll talk with John Face here for a bit. Huh?
Why does everyone say he has a John face? Why does everyone say he has a John face? Oh my god, poor Gil. I shouldn't get riled up so easily by dogs, but I'm just tired, I guess. Hello, Jill. That voice. Oh my god, what the hell happened to Best Girl? Chat, what happened to our Best Girl? Why? What happened to you? Nice seeing you too. Well, I fell from a really tall place to a really rough spot. Are you okay? Do you need an ambulance or something? I just got out of one, don't worry. How did you manage to slip by the mobs lynching white knights? It was a bit rough. Luckily these bandages helped me conceal my identity. Why come straight here? The ambulance where I got treatment couldn't stray too far away from the hospital. They're nice people. I've talked to them a lot while on rescue duties. I was nearby and yours was the closest friendly face I could find. I need to regain my composure before doing anything else, so here I am. If you're scared because they might come for me, I can leave, you know. The security systems of the bar are top-notch, and my boss is also the bouncer of sorts here. I'd say you're actually safer here, so I'm not worried about me. Instead, I'm worried about you. First, I hear you were at the bank, then I find out you disappeared. And now you show up with all those bandages. Are you fine? What happened at that bank exactly? Did you talk with Stella? She was worried sick about you. Slow down a bit. The medications make me feel everything more intensely, almost like a hangover. Sorry. It's nice to know someone like a bartender was worried about me, though. Thanks. Everyone I know has been ignoring me, so I was feeling lonely. Why would they? Well, you've seen the lynches they give to any white knights they find. By ignoring me, they're actually saving me from getting kicked to death. My good deeds finally paid off, I guess. Can I get you anything? Something sweet without alcohol. Thank God these pants still had my wallet in them. Oh no, I couldn't take your money right now. It's on the... Jill, please. I want to pay for my drinks. I take it... I won't be able to change your mind. Nope, yes, you won't be able to change my mind. Sweet and no alcohol, right? Coming right up. My poor baby! My poor baby bus girl! No! Is she gonna be okay? Okay, we could do a sugar rush. We could do a sparkle star. We could do a blue fairy. Let's do a blue fairy. Careful. Die! This'll help me calm down a bit. So what happened to you? Where did you fall from? I was escaping the place near the end of the whole thing, and I had to make a leap of faith. I've jumped from higher places, but I landed badly here. Most of my injuries are actually from some debris that fell on me. Oh, but my broken arm is actually from the fall. How? I rolled to mitigate the fall, but I made a bad move and broke it. Good thing I drink lots of milk. I was under rubble for quite a bit, but luckily someone found me. Someone? I woke up in the hospital. They told me some guy brought me there. I don't know who he was, but I owe him my life. What? Nothing. You sound, cheerful. I'm alive. Why wouldn't I be? After all that happened at the bank, here I am talking to you, being able to talk at all. Don't think too much about it. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Ow, 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 ow. How are things around here? Hi, Zuki. Welcome. Welcome in, Zuki Knight. How are you today? We're doing some voice acting and some Valhalla tonight. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? How are things around here? I heard there was a huge commotion when the whole thing happened. I had to sleep here in the bar on Saturday, but I guess it could have been worse. Glad to know that. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. A little tired though, because I didn't get much sleep last night. For multiple reasons. Mainly a silverfish in bed with me. I don't like those things. Not one bit. Did you contact Stella? She was on the verge of despair yesterday. Hey, chill. I want another drink. I'm a Bleeding Jane. This song is a bop. Let's just vibe for a minute. Can't get the sad feels if you're dancing your problems away, everyone. Just dance your problems away, chat. Just vibe. Just vibe. I don't want to confront the sad part of this story. Sylvie, help! Yeah, same here. Here. Cheers! So, how are things inside the bank? Come again? What happened inside the bank? How did you manage to get through it? I was with this nice bunch of people. Well, they were apparently nice at the very least. We tried our best to find a way out of the whole thing, cracking through the security, finding safe spots. But then, sorry for asking all that. It was obviously over the line. No, don't worry about it. It's just analgesics Wait, what? Analgesics? Analgesics? What the fuck is that word? I'll take my leave now. Thank you for everything, Jill. Are you alright? I'm fine, I'm fine.
That girl saw some awful things inside that bank. The sight of desperate people stuck in one building is enough to scar anyone.
Yeah, she seems pretty traumatized. Also, welcome in, I can pronounce it this time. Uvuknocht. Uvuknocht. Hello, Uvuknocht. How are you? Let me take a drink really quick so I can freshen up my throat. No one ever pronounces it right aside from German streamers. Okay, are you challenging me, sir? Are you challenging me?
Because, sir, challenge accepted.
Okay, yeah, it's too cozy. That's a nice little comfy book corner. I'm happy you're here tonight, Uvuk. Uvuk? Uvuknocht?
I'll get it right one of these days, goddammit!
DJ? What? Okay, I'll just call you DJ. Maybe I shouldn't have said all that? I mean, if it's true that she just woke up and ended up here... I don't know, I feel like I was being too pushy. That's not something I can measure. You were just worried, I bet she's still in shock. Yeah. Gil.
Want me to make sure she's fine on her way?
Please.
Alright.
I'll go and take my break now. This game is getting serious. It's now safe to keep playing. Too much heavy stuff lately. Whew, hope everything goes alright. Ah, hey Jamie. Jamie?
Ah, Jill. Gillian isn't here, I see.
Are you alright? You look distracted.
I'm fine, don't worry.
If you say so. Jill! Where do I take 4A if he needs to use the bathroom? The cage has a small litter box included. Oh, that's convenient.
4?
4A is my cat. Some apartments in my building are being inspected today. So I brought him to work in case they enter my place while I'm gone.
Ah, I see.
What can I get you?
The usual gut punch.
Coming right up. Welcome back, Sylvie. Here.
I thought when someone ordered a gut punch, you had to make a joke about giving the client a punch to the stomach or something.
Oh, that in theory, yeah. Gil's the only one that pays attention to that, though.
Really?
He didn't receive proper training. He read an old manual my boss had. There was some sort of stipulation mentioning the need to say puns. But seems like it was some sort of anti-counterfeit measure. I mean, if they copied such a silly stipulation, they'd be caught in the act.
Like when the dictionaries added fake words to spot if someone else just copied all of it?
Yep.
Why not tell him that?
It's too amusing to be honest. So what's on your mind that's distracting you so much?
Nothing you should think about too much. It's like those times you just feel uneasy for no good reason.
You might have actual reasons to feel that way, though. Come to think of it, mercenary is quite the uncommon occupation, wouldn't you say?
I like to see what I do as bounty hunting, actually.
How so?
The only jobs I don't take are those where I have to deal with people who just happen to be in the wrong place. There are some people willing to pay to off someone that has done no wrong. Things that, like killing someone that owns a house in the way of some building, or a nosy reporter. I'm not better for turning a blind eye to such requests, but I'm not going to be the one dealing with those.
The bounty hunter part comes where?
If I'm sent to kill someone that has done something like stealing or killing, and I get paid for it, you could see it as bounty hunting.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just cheap justifications for killing people, though. In the end, they're cheap. However, I won't be one to kill for petty reasons like those. But let's change the subject here. I'll have something bitter if you don't mind.
Huh? Sure. I already served him a gut punch, so... Should we give him a grizzly temple or a pile driver? What do you think, chat? What should we serve this man? Let me know what you think, please. You feeling like a suplex? You think a suplex? Alright. Let's give this man a suplex. Let's suplex this hunk of man. Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Oh. Oh, I feel better now. Here you go.
Ah, yes.
You just reminded me of my grandpa. He used to eat Bronson roots every afternoon. He said they made him stronger. Oh, another hydrate redeem. Thank you.
Bronson roots have more nutrients per gram than most vitamin supplements. Your grandpa knew what he was doing.
Whoop. Sorry, I had to read a text message on my phone really quick. No, don't worry. Although I guess it's mostly because I can't wrap my mind around the whole taking a human life thing. Knowing you've killed people and are now talking to me here, it's weird. It reminds me of when I first took sex ed classes. I couldn't wrap my mind around people doing that stuff and living normally.
Unlike with sex ed, it's better that you stay that way, mind you. Taking lives is not something you should get used to. Ah, yes, I know a good way to change the subject. Would you like to hear about the most dangerous bounty hunter in the city?
The way you said that was like offering a tale to a bored kid, but yeah, I'd like to hear that one. You see, there was actually a bounty hunter organization in this city not too long ago. Law enforcement would put a price on a dangerous person's head and pay for the proof of that person's death. Well, there was a guy everyone called Jet Black James. He got the nickname because he always wore black clothes. The interesting thing was that the black clothes were there to hide bloodstains he got from his contracts. His tracking skills were top-notch, his information network was the best. Some even joked he would finish the bounty within half an hour, or he wouldn't take the reward. He was too good, in fact. At one point, he took all bounties and didn't take a single reward. He was just that crazy by then. The last bounty that the organization ever posted was on James' head himself. The police had him cornered. His last words were, "Send it all to my account before shooting himself." Damn. Why hasn't that been made into a movie? So there were no more bounties after that? A registered bounty hunter was charged with many counts of manslaughter, using his old targets as proof. If somebody else tried to recreate the organization, the seed of doubt would grow in little to no time. What guarantee is there that such an organization would actually be a trap? They could all use the registered bounty hunters to take care of the most bothersome criminals, and then dispose of the bounty hunters by pressing charges using their targets as evidence. So no, Jet Black James made sure that no law enforcement organization is able to set up bounty hunting of any kind. Ever since then, anyone ever crazy enough to be a bounty hunter works independently. Were you part of that organization? I've actually had those suspicions I'm telling you about since the day I heard such a thing exists. Glad to know I wasn't just paranoid. I don't know how well you changed the subject, but that was certainly one interesting story. Just to make sure, you're not a rebuilt Jet Black James or something, right? The name James is pretty common, Jill. Besides, if I remember correctly, his real name was actually Theodore. Oh. That story left my throat a bit dry. Get me a beer, please. Sure. Holy shit! This city is messed the fuck up! Here you are. One of mankind's oldest friends. Cheers. One obvious thing I see is that you don't take the use of the word kill in your stride the way Gillian does. I'm not good with violence. That's good. It's interesting, though. When I compare to you, it's obvious Gillian has seen quite the share of traumatic stuff. That guy's a handful because of that sometimes. Still, he's one of the most reliable people I've ever met. Where is he, by the way? I asked him to keep an eye on a girl that came in here earlier. I feel that if something happened, he could resolve the situation. His nose must be itching after we talked so much about him. Yeah, maybe. Well, I've got to go. Send my regards to your boss and Gillian. Will do. Man, today's been quite heavy. Everyone... Wait. If I just say it out loud, I feel like I will just tempt fate. But let's try it anyways. Everyone has just been gloomy face after gloomy face. And that dog. I sure hope the next client changes that.
So, you still work here?
God damn it. God damn it! It had to be Ingram! I knew it!
Ah!
Quite the surprise to see you here again, Mr. Ingram.
Got out of my job, I needed a drink badly, and I remembered this crack house was nearby.
What can I get you then?
I'll have a Bleeding Jane.
On it. Here.
Tastes just like the pasta sauce my mom used to make. Watered down, artificial, and nasty.
So where do you work, Mr. Ingram?
I don't have a specific job, but there's this, well, network of engineers in need of assistance. I have no idea what they do there, but I can follow instructions, and that's all they need. Recently, I've been working with this Cilia girl on some experimental powered suits. My only duty is to give them maintenance once a day.
What's that about a network?
All those nerds know each other, and they recommend me. I don't ask questions and quickly learn to do whatever they need.
Huh, sounds nice.
It's pretty monotonous at times, though. Why are you giving me that look?
You're just more cheerful than the last time you came.
We all have good days and bad days. Today just happens to be a not bad day. Besides, with everyone scared shitless in their houses, the streets are clear with no traffic jams. That's always a plus.
I guess.
It almost became a bad day, though, thanks to some teens on the way here.
What do they do?
It's not what they did, it's what they said. They were talking about how they should just go to Zaibatsu Corp's HQ and blow it up. I've seen one too many kids throwing around that let's kill the king attitude when it comes to Zaibatsu Corp. Even if Zaibatsu Corp's building suddenly went down, the ones behind it would still be alive. Killing the head honcho means his or her duties goes to the next rim job around the totem.
Oh my god, this guy's vocabulary is colorful. What the shit?
Hell, I bet they're plotting to kill each other anyways. Kids these days see too many action films where the rebels save the day by killing the evil corporation.
Don't let it get to you.
I don't, I just hate teenagers.
It's interesting though. A big corporation in control is somehow more dangerous than a regular government.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a political person.
No shit.
Alright, give me a Zen star and try not to mess it up.
Coming right up. I know this by heart. I do not know this by heart. Oh, it's all on the rocks, right? Here. Shut up, Sylvie! Shut up!
Yes, it's just as nasty as I've heard.
Why order it then?
Not your problem. So, where's the red comet?
My boss, Jill, Fory's headed your way.
Let's play, Foray, let's play. Oh, a customer. Sorry for the intrusion. You have a dog here and a cat?
The cat's mine. His name's Foray. The dog just hangs around here.
He looks well groomed and his fur looks healthy. Seems you take good care of him.
You seem to know a lot about cats.
No, that's just common sense.
You like cats, Mr. Ingram?
I don't dislike them. But I do dislike having animals near me when I'm eating or drinking. So I'll take my leave.
Please come again.
Don't count on it.
You said that last time. Congratulations, you scared a client off.
Foray's as guilty as me.
Yeah, but I like Foray. He's my baby. Now go play or something.
Right.
Ah, you're back. What happened with Say?
The cat boomer girl picked her up. I couldn't see anything, but I guess she was happy.
Glad to hear that.
Did I miss something?
Only Jamie and some other guy came. How are you guys doing in chat, by the way? Shout out to everyone in chat. Shout out to all the lurkers. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. My little booklets. Oh, you want a personal Ara Ara? My sister, Zakoya, wants a personal Ara Ara? Well, I suppose I can do that for you. Let me just, Let me just fix up my camera and get a good angle for this. Ara ara. Ara ara. How was that? Is that a good one? Did you get your money's worth? Did you get all the bang for your buck? Ow. Something poked me. Perfecto. Oh, it's good to hear.
I see. You look exhausted.
Yesterday was filled with people carrying heavy emotional baggage. I don't mind it, but dealing with them tired me out a little bit. I actually found myself wanting Dorothy to burst out of that door at any moment.
So you missed Dorothy?
Kinda. But anyway, nothing a good night of sleep can't fix. Let's just wrap things up around here and call it a day. Okay. Wait, what do I need to buy? Oh, I already bought it. Let's buy one more thing. Okay. Alright, chat. We're gonna save here. And we're gonna start wrapping up. What? Let's get all wrapped up and get ready to find someone to raid. Does anyone have any recommendations or want me to find someone for us to raid? How was it tonight, by the way? My voice is a little sore and I'm a little tired. So I'm sorry if it wasn't the best, but hey, we had another stream, right? And we're almost done with our first month of streaming, so big pog on that. Oh, Whimsy's still streaming? Let's go raid Whimsy! Let's go raid Whimsy! Remember, this is our message until I get my emotes, and I'm working on my emotes this week. Dooney, shut up! I'm not that old. Anyways, let's go raid Whim so I can moderate on her channel. Okay, guys, let's get ready. I'll see you again on Wednesday for some more Metal Gear Rising. We're going to be raiding in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like always, ara ara.
Sayonara.